Fruit Podcast. I'm your host, Big Fruit, the Michael Jordan of recording, also known as the voice of the streets, but better known as the glue, because I like to keep things together and keep them in their proper perspective. How y'all doing out there on this Hump Day Wednesday? Top of the morning, it's Hump Day Wednesday. No question. It's an early one. It's an early one. Shout out to those New York Knicks. They put it down last night. They won that Cup championship tournament out in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson got to it. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? That boy Clarkson came off the bench, did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Them big boys played a big part. You know what I'm saying? They did what they think. You know what I'm saying? Okanobi, whatever his name is, Robinson, they all did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? And it was good to see Jalen Brunson shout them out when he got his MVP. Also, shout out to Coach Mike Brown. He let him know New York, we the building, no question. He let him know New York, we the building. So shout out to the New York Knicks, y'all looking real good. Big Cat trying to end all the speculation but he should be traded for Giannis, but it's looking real good right now for the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? They should definitely put it down and get into that Eastern Conference Finals. I'm looking forward to watching them again Friday night when they play Philadelphia. I think them young boys in Philly coming to the Garden Friday night, so it's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? New York, y'all won one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something to be proud of. Y'all got something to build on. You know what I'm saying? So get to it. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Y'all see the title, right? It's a new wave, man. Shout out to the boy Max B. You know what I'm saying? For me jacking his slang. You know what I'm saying? It's a new wave out there. It's a few new waves out there. And I'm going to start with the streets, Hot 97. You know what I'm saying? Hot 97. They fired Ebro. Y'all got rid of Enough. You know what I'm saying? Mr. C passed, but y'all been got rid of it, Mr. C. A lot of things done changed at Hot 97. I remember the early days of Hot 97 when Hot 97 was for the streets. I'm talking about the early 90s. I was in Canton. I was in Green Haven. 9-5, 9-6, and Hot 9-7 had the streets bubbling. And that was the East Coast, West Coast drama time. So you know the streets was on fire. So basically the streets ran hip hop. The streets ran the radio station. All the artists used to be up in there. It wasn't no bickering between the artists and the radio stations or the artists and the hosts. People weren't getting banned from the station back then. You know what I'm saying? It was all love. A lot of that shit changed when, you know what I'm saying, Hot 97 went corporate. And motherfuckers like Ebro came around. You know what I'm saying? When Ebro came around, that's when a lot of shit started changing. A lot of politics was going down. You know what I'm saying? Every time an incident happened, they was barred niggas from the radio station. You know what I'm saying? Or what? They barred Nori and them niggas from the radio station for the shootout. They barred some shit up, 50 of them niggas when they hit the game. You know what I'm saying? The Little Kim shit. A lot of people was getting deaded on being able to come to the radio station, right? For acts of violence where people were hurt and shit like that, or gun shootings. But that boy Ebro did some sucker shit to the boy Saigon. You know what I'm saying? Saigon got into an incident in the club with Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? Some incident in the club with Mobb Deep. He made it out alive. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But the boy Ebro barred him from the radio station for that incident. And that shit didn't make sense because it didn't happen at the radio station, nor did anybody get hurt, and nor was there any gun violence. So a lot of shit started to change, and Ebro wasn't being felt. You know what I'm saying? So out Ebro go. Shout out to the boy Saigon, that's the fam. Out Ebro go. Yo, smash that like button, man. There's 10 of y'all in the building with one like, man. Get to it, you know what I'm saying? If you like how this episode is going down, man, get to it. Like I said, there's some new waves we talking about right now. And if you tapped in, man, smash that like button before I proceed. Yo, what's poppin', Jake? Brooklyn in the building, no question. We trying to get some likes in the building before I proceed. I only got one like on the board. I'm not satisfied with just one like. I work a little too hard for that, Playboy. Y'all gonna have to come through and represent. Yeah, I don't know. All I gotta do is hit the like button and I'll proceed. And I'll proceed. But like I said, shout out to the boy Saigon. That's family. You know what I'm saying? Ebro did him dirty. So out goes Ebro. We don't feel bad about that. The The streets of New York don't feel bad about that. In fact, they out there celebrating that shit. That shit is crazy. They celebrating that shit. You know what I'm saying? But Ebro and them got right to it. Him and Rosenberg and the chick, they doing the podcast thing. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna talk about podcast shit too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. Move on. Do something new. But what Hot 97 need to do right now, Hot 97 need to tap back into the streets. They need to get some of the mixtape DJs up in there. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's beating the streets up. They need to get some of them unsigned artists up in there. They need to get some fresh blood in there. Give some new people some new chances and get back to the streets, son. Let the streets dictate the music. Because that's what Ebro and them niggas did. They came up in there forcing that down south music on people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the south was popping. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the South. The South was definitely popping. But they was forcing that shit down our throat. And they was washing away New York City hip-hop, son. They like to blame, 50 Cent killed New York City hip-hop with all the beefing. Nah, man, niggas in New York City been beefing in hip-hop. Everybody been going at each other in hip-hop. Everybody been going at each other in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame that shit on 50 because he's beefing with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas in the radio station was choosing sides and y'all was doing girl shit. That's what ended hip-hop in New York. The radio stations did it. You know what I'm saying? The radio stations did it. Niggas been battling and dissing each other forever in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That shit didn't kill hip-hop. The radio station killed hip-hop because y'all was getting paid to do certain shit and y'all was blackballing certain artists and that shit wasn't right. So y'all need to get back to the streets. It's some new waves going down. Like I said, in the words of Max B, it's some new waves going down. And that's the new wave in New York City radio. Hot 97 need to get back to the streets. Straight jacket. Denver in the building. I would love to hit the motherfucking Aspens, man. I went on a vacay this weekend, man, and I told the peoples, man, I'm looking for a timeshare in the Aspens. I love the snow. Wifey hate the snow, but I want to go to the Aspens and do some snowmobiling, man. So shout out to Denver. Top of the morning, Tony Starks was popping. All right, so we dealt with that Hot 97 shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the new wave. Hot 97 need to get back to the streets. Another new wave that's taking over are rap artists and their lives on the internet. That's the new wave on the internet. That's the new wave if you got a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? That's the new wave if you over on the other Twitch and all that other shit. The new wave is basically Entertainment Tonight, Access Unlimited, some shit like that, because YouTube content comes in waves. Shout out to St. Laz. St. Laz created the wave where YouTube was just going hard talking about jail stories. I'm going to give that credit to St. Laz. He created a wave and everybody jumped on that wave. And that was the wave your boy came in because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I came in on that wave when it was jail story time. And that's how I popped. That's how I got recognized. But that was a wave, and St. Laz bigged that wave up. Then it went from that wave, it was a wave where podcasters were beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That's when you had the dirty side of YouTube. That was a wave. That wave done left. Now the new wave is rappers, hip-hop artists, celebrities, their lives and their lifestyles being splattered all over the internet. Because the reality of it is this: if you got a podcast, you can't sit on your podcast and create content without talking about people. So now you got to talk about people, and the people that are relevant on the internet, on the tube all day are rappers, entertainers, and ball players, their lives, you know what I'm saying, their drama, their scandals, their beefs, all that. You gotta talk about that shit, son. So that's the new wave. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically like, you know what I'm saying, everybody's becoming Wendy Williams, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Everybody's becoming Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's becoming Wendy Williams with that shit. But that's the new wave. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put your own spin on it. You know what I'm saying? So right now, the new wave is you got to talk about these rappers. You got to talk about what's going on. And you got to talk about their beefs and dramas. Perfect example. Mano versus 50 Cent. Everybody, you got to talk about that. You can't let that go by without talking about that. You got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk about that. And then it's going to be some other shit tomorrow. You got to talk about that. You got to. That's the new wave. Like I said, that's the new wave. Rap artists on the internet. Yo, Brooklyn Mo, what's popping? Another wave is this one. Damn, it's 25 and y'all already only 10 likes, man. Come on, man. Y'all doing me dirty early in the morning, and I'm giving y'all this heat. Act right, son. Smash that like button. Smash the like button when you come through the door, son. All right, check it out. Another wave is podcast beef. That new wave is crazy, son. The podcast beef is crazy. Yeah, Mo, they be struggling with the button. It's 25 and the people in here with 10 likes. They crazy. You know what I'm saying? The third wave I want to mention is the podcast beefs. It seemed like it's podcast beef. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama is shooting at Let's Rap About It. Jim Jones, Maino, Fab, and Dave East. Now, I admit, when they first advertised that they was going to shake out, I created the conversation of the niggas being gatekeepers. And although people didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? Maino was on my phone. Although people didn't like the fact that I said that, as I fell back, it later came out that Jim Jones and Joe Buttons was like, yeah, we need to be gatekeepers. So I was right when I said that. But I did spark the conversation about being gatekeepers. So I was the first one to pretty much take a shot at Let's Rap About It. It wasn't personal. I wanted to start a conversation. And the conversation I started, I was dead right about. You know what I'm saying? Because Jim Jones sat up there and admitted that's what he was trying to do. And Joe Buttons admitted that he was with it. You know what I'm saying? So I was writing exact on that one. But ever since then, every time these niggas open their mouth on their platform, somebody got something to say about these niggas. And I'm watching this shit. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't talking about them niggas being too old, y'all talking about them niggas clothes. Y'all ain't talking about them niggas clothes. Y'all talking about whatever. It's crazy. Everybody got a beef with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's podcast beef. You know what I'm saying? 50 fighting with them niggas. Cameron making comments on the post. Like, it's podcast beef out there, son. So that's definitely a new way. Yo, listen, 2025 is ending with a bang. Everybody on the internet talk about on the comments, yo, I wonder what Uncle Murder rap up gonna be like. Yo, I can't wait for the 2025 wrap up. Yo, is Uncle Murder gonna diss Maino in the wrap up? Yo, it's crazy. 2025 is ending with a bang, and we all waiting for the wrap up. We all waiting for the wrap up. Word to mother. We all waiting for the wrap up. We gonna hear what Uncle Murder got to say. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's some new waves going down. In the words of Max B, you know what I'm saying? There's some new waves going down for the 2026. And the new wave needs to start at Hot 97 radio station. Them niggas need to get back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? All that good hip-hop music in New York City, all those good artists. Y'all niggas need to start playing them niggas' music. Y'all niggas need to start interviewing them niggas, having these on the radio station. And y'all need to get back to the streets. Word to mother. Shout out to Man, MOP, Frontline, Triple M, Muggle Wall, you know what I'm saying? Bake Man Global, Bill Yarns, you know what I'm saying? 50-50 Chips. Listen, man, there's a lot of music out there in New York City that need to be heard, son. You know what I'm saying? They need to handle their business. Get back to the streets at Hot 87. Word to mother. And like I said, son, I hate to be a Wendy Williams nigga, be up here gossiping and all that shit, but it's a new wave. You got to talk about these rap niggas. You got to talk about these entertainers and they bullshit. You just got to put your own spin on it. You can't come off as a chatty patty. You know what I'm saying? Because I done rode the wave of the jail stories. I done rode that wave. You know what I'm saying? I done rode the wave of the hood legends and all that shit. The only thing I can continue to give you that I've been giving you are my exclusive interviews. You know what I'm saying? I will continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we're going to always have the Fruit and Mo show. We're going to always tap into that. But as far as the jail stories, that shit is a dub. You know what I'm saying? As far as the war stories about niggas in the streets, that shit is a dub. Those waves are gone. So y'all can't expect that shit from Big Fruit no more. You know what I'm saying? It's 2026 coming up. And we gotta ride these new waves. You know what I'm saying? So, and the sad part about this shit is this, man. Ain't nobody safe. Yo, ain't nobody safe when these niggas start getting at you, son. You know what I'm saying? While this new wave is going down, talking about all these rappers and celebrities and they scandals, ain't nobody safe, son. Understand that. Understand that these content creators and these YouTubers, they ain't got no loyalty to nobody. You slip up, they throwing your ass on the Summer Jam screen. And it's worthy of talking about it, I'ma talk about it. So you be easy, man. Y'all be easy. Don't put yourself out there, because these YouTube niggas, you know what I'm saying? These niggas will let you have it. You know what I'm saying? They will put you on blit ass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's going down. Y'all gotta pay attention to these new waves, man. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Max B. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to these new waves. And I need Hot 97 radio station in New York City to start with a new fucking wave. Word. Get back to the streets, son. I remember the days in 95, 96, Red and Meth all up in there bugging the fuck out. Every day, the Wu in there. Every day, Big and Junior Mafia in there. Every day, Capone, Noriega, Mobb Deep, Nas. Everybody just coming up in the radio station at any time, any given day. Flex handed down, Mr. C in the building. It was beautiful. Those were the days before the politics. That's when Hot 97 was in the streets, man. Hot 97 need to get back to the streets, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Get back to the streets, son. Y'all playing games. Get back to the streets. It's a new wave. Get back to the streets. And like I said, it's a new wave with this content, man. So y'all work with me. I'm trying to adjust to this new wave with the content. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? I can't give up my sources, but I'm gonna shout out my sources. They know who they be. You know what I'm saying? They be schooling me. They be putting me on point. They be letting me know what it is and what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit ain't easy. Plus, you see me, man. I'm tired as motherfucker up early every morning. I just came out the gym. Now I'm about to go hit the gig. Yeah, son. My day start 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But I'm in the bed 9, 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all get this content, or when y'all get those interviews, y'all gotta understand, son. Y'all are posing on my quality time. Y'all are posing on my rest, but I don't complain. I do it for the people. You know what I'm saying? I am the voice of the streets. I do it for the people. Listen, man, it's your boy Big Fruit. You know how I do. I come through 6 minutes, Dougie. I say what it is and say what it ain't. And right now, it is all about the new waves for the 2026. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay woke, y'all stay on point, and y'all gonna have to adjust. Until next time, salute.